here. Everybody wants a ride in the water slide.
3, 4.
If you're looking for some crazy, I'll tell you everybody's standing in a line for the water slide. You can come on over, we can take the roller coaster. And you know everybody's looking for a ride in the water slide. Water slide.
Water slide.
Yeah, it's a hot day. I'm hanging in the sunshine. You should hit me with the splash gun so I cool down. Won't you come on over? We can party till the sun's down. Baby, let me buy you a drink while we're dancing a blink. I could go for some Queen Bee too. Bass is going boom boom. If you're looking for some crazy, I'll tell you everybody's standing in a line for the water slide. You can come on over, we can take the roller coaster. And you know everybody's looking for a ride in the water slide. Water
Slide.
surfing on a wave of good feelings. Well, it's just another Friday in paradise. So bring your A game, cause you know this party won't stop. We could never run out of time, sipping strawberry lime. You know I wanna share it with you. Bass is going boom boom. If you're looking for some crazy, I'll tell you everybody's standing in a line for the water slide. You can come on over, we can take the roller coaster. And you know everybody's looking for a ride in the water slide. Water
slide.
It's getting kinda crazy up in here. Got that DJ playing music everybody wants to hear, yeah. It's getting kinda crazy up in here. Everybody wants a ride in the water slide.
3, 4.
If you're looking for some crazy, I'll tell you everybody's standing in a line for the water slide. You can come on over, we can take the roller coaster. And you know everybody's looking for a ride in the water slide. Water slide.
Water slide.
Yeah, it's a hot day. I'm hanging in the sunshine. You should hit me with the splash gun so I cool down. Won't you come on over? We can party till the sun's down. Baby, let me buy you a drink while we're dancing a blink. I could go for some Queen Bee too. Bass is going boom boom. If you're looking for some crazy, I'll tell you everybody's standing in a line for the water slide. You can come on over, we can take the roller coaster. And you know everybody's looking for a ride in the water slide. Water slide. it's just another Friday in paradise. So bring your A game, cause you know this party won't stop. We could never run out of time, sipping strawberry lime. You know I wanna share it with you. Bass is going boom, boom. If you're looking for some crazy, I'll tell you everybody's standing in a line for the water slide.
Oh my God, here we go. Woo! And this is the Nicotine Stream, and all these beautiful people are members either to the Patreon or to the merch store, and every single one of these gorgeous people has subsidized your free entertainment. So thank you so much, patrons and merch store supporters. I can't do this stream without you. It's a huge help. Chat, if you want to get your name on television, head over to patreon.com/nicotine or merch.nicotine.com, and it could be yours for as little as $2. And while you're at the merch store, there's merch. There's posters and stickers and t-shirts and hoodies and dog muzzle and mugs. And all kinds of normal stuff that you would find at like a normal merch store. It's merch. It's merch. It's just normal merch. That's merch.nicotine.com, and it's spelled a little something like this. Hello, Vic the Victim. Hello, Kindy. Hello, Jade Strike. Hello, Porcelain. Hi, everyone. Welcome. We're gonna do a little bit of Scam Hunters today. It's gonna be sort of a shorter stream. I'm going tubing. You know how a streamer yearns for the tube. All right, let's go. Woo!
Initiating launch sequence.
There we go. Hello, sweet chatters. Hi. There's no heart rate today. I have to charge my watch. It was almost dead. I only charge it like once every couple weeks too, so it's it's a rare occasion. But I'm gonna use it, to navigate to this tubing thing. So I'm excited. It hasn't snowed in Portland. This whole season. So I'm gonna go get to see some snow. And then my favorite part, going to leave the snow and come back home. The perfect amount of snow. Tubes, that's right. I'm gonna go tubing. I love tubing. I think it's super fun. I love skiing too. I haven't been skiing up here yet. I've wanted to go. I don't have anybody to go skiing with though. I don't have any ski buddies. Would love to go skiing. I was pretty good at skiing when I was a kid. Yeah, I was a pretty good skier when I was a kid. Yeah, I love skiing. I'm really bad at balancing on a snowboard, so it's mostly just skis for streamer. I don't think I'd be very good at snowboarding. Plus, like, when you learn how to snowboard, you have to spend like a huge portion of time, because the only way to really like be stopped on a snowboard is to kind of be sitting in the snow, And that's kind of a bummer, Yeah, hill tubing, snow tubing. If I had the money, I'd go. Seems expensive. I don't think it's as expensive as people think it is. It's definitely like within reach for I think most people. It's not it's not like you have to go. So like the main snow place for Portland Metro is the nearest mountain, which is called Mount Hood, and Mount Hood doesn't have like a traditional like ski resort. It's very small, in comparison. It's not like a huge all-inclusive crazy multinational corporation that runs the ski slopes there. It's mostly like it would be like the equivalent of like a mom and pop ski slope. So it's not, I mean, they don't price gouge as much as like, going to skiing in like Colorado or something. And renting skis is pretty cheap too. It's not it's not exceedingly expensive. I just haven't done it yet. I would love to though. Would chatters want a ski stream? I don't know if the reception's any good up there, but but I would be super down. Maybe a video. Maybe I could do a video. Chatters, we're going to talk about some scams today. We're going to talk about scams today. You guys like scam hunters? You guys like scam hunters? You guys like scam hunters? You tubing, bro? Streamer yearns for the tubes. Streamer does yearn for the tubes. The tubes are great. Tubes are life. Tubes are love. Yearn for the tubes. You guys like scam hunters. You guys like scams. What's the thing we always say about scams, chatters? You don't have to be dumb to fall for scams. You just have to be desperate. Anybody can fall for a scam. If you're desperate enough, it's exceedingly easy to fall for scams, and nobody is immune. You just have to be desperate enough. Scams are changing. Scams are changing. Scams, they are changing. There are tons of scams out there now that are like much different. Sort of similar tactics, but using different tools. Specifically, those tools involve AI. Specifically, those tools involve AI. So we're going to talk about some of those today to help you guys get prepared for this, because you should be able to identify when AI is coming for you. Sir Demon, thank you for letting me know that you like the stream so much. I appreciate you. Chatters, there's tons of ways to help support Streamer. There's bits, subscriptions, and donations. Thank you so much, chatters, for your continued support. This is an article from last year, middle of last year, so it's already outdated. And it's very clearly written by an AI. It's very clearly written by an AI. It's authored by Cyber Safety Zone. So it's very stupid. But also, I think it's poignant to read an article about how AI is committing scams that was written by an AI. So we're just going to go over the brief overview of these. AI voice scams. This is a scam that's like really common to grandparents. This actually happened to my grandparents. This exact scam happened to my grandparents. Scammers clone a loved one's voice using public audio or social media. Then they call victims, often seniors, pretending to be in trouble and asking for urgent money transfers. This is a super, super common scam. Lots of people fall for this. Lots of people are, targeted by scammers with this particular thing. And it's because, people have empathy. People have a trust of family members. And now with deep fakes, anybody can impersonate you, which is a horrifying thought, especially those of us who are, online a lot. So that's why it's important for everybody to have a safe word with their family members, like a code, a passcode, passphrase. You guys know in World War II, the Allies had a passphrase, right? There's a name for it. I think it's sine. It's sine cosine. They would say to people who they couldn't identify, they would say flash, and then the people would have to respond thunder. And allegedly, it's because the Germans have a hard time with th sounds because they don't have them in German. So they would, Nazis would more than likely say thunder, and then they'd die, right? So A sine and cosine is a very, very important thing for everybody to know. And I encourage you, all of you, to call your grandparents. First of all, call your grandparents. They want to hear from you. They love you, probably. And if they don't, then fuck them. Get some new grandparents. Get some different ones. But the people who do care about you, your family members, whether it's your biological family or your chosen family, you should absolutely have a sine and cosine with them. Whoever is in your network, your family network, you should have a sine and cosine with them. I have sines and cosines with all my family members. So everybody in my circle, my family circle, whether or not they're my biological family is irrelevant. It's anybody who cares about you. Anybody who cares about you enough that you think they might actually send you money, right? Very important. AI-generated phishing emails are a big one too, but these have been around forever, right? They write highly convincing phishing emails. I mean, I doubt it. I don't think AI is like any better at writing phishing emails than other people are, than humans are. Using U.S. bank names, IRS references, or fake job offers. These messages are grammatically perfect and hard to detect. I don't know. I think it's pretty easy to tell when AI is writing something like this, you know? Hover over email links before clicking and use email filters. Blah, blah, blah. Definitely don't click on links in emails. I think that's the main takeaway, right? Like when you get an email from an unknown source, right? If you get an email from that you're not expecting, right? Don't click on any links in there. Don't do it. That's an easy one. Just don't do it. Don't click on links. Don't click on links. It's easy. Easy to do. Even if the link looks legit, right? You can make a link look legit. You know how you can change you ever see like this? See this? See this blue hypertext link, right? This has been a thing forever. You can make this look like a link and it will send you to somewhere else, right? Like, because they're just typing the word sanebox right here, and then they put in, the link to www.sanebox.com. But you can actually make this blue part look like a different link. Like, you can make this look like www.google.com, and it would still send you to sanebox.com. So don't click on links. It's easy. That's an easy one. Just don't do it. Deepfake job interviews. I hadn't heard of this one before. I don't know if this is actually happening or what, but it's certainly possible, right? AI-powered video scams trick job seekers into fake interviews using deepfake recruiters. I don't think that it would hold up under scrutiny. I don't believe that this is real. But, it's possible, right? And it could be possible in the near future. So definitely, do a little bit of research on, anybody who you're going to work with, right? I think a lot of people have this idea that job interviews are based almost entirely from one side, right? Like job interviews... People have this idea that job interviews are the employer interviewing you to see if you're a good fit for their company. But really, job interviews are for both participants, right? It's really an interview for you to see if this is a company that you want to work for, right? And when you do a job interview, it's as much you sussing out them as they are to you. So it's really important, to do a lot of background on companies who you give interviews with. Don't just go to an interview, right? Like, do a little bit of research, find out if they're legit or if they're just a fly-by-night, Like, if you, find out that they have, real people who work there, try to connect with some of them or, see what they post on social media or, I don't know, find out from your, network of friends or coworkers whether or not they've heard of this company before, right? Like, do a little bit of background research on them. Most companies, normal companies, will have tons of data online about them. Fly-by-night ones, not so much. So, and always, your boss is not your friend. You mean there aren't a network of hot and lonely MILFs in my area? Oh, I'm sorry, probably not. AI chatbot shopping scams. Fake retail chatbots on U.S. e-commerce sites mimic real customer service agents and steal payment info or login credentials. I can't stress this enough. If a corporation tries to hand you off to an AI, don't interact with it. Don't interact with it. Ever. Don't ever interact. Even if it's a legit one, just don't interact with it. Those things are constantly leaking customer data. Like, don't give it any information. Don't talk to it. Just talk to a person. Give them a phone call, maybe. Just like don't interact with a website's chatbot helper thing. They're so leaky. Like, they'll just leak whatever. They're awful. Just don't do it. And they could be scams. I mean, they're already a scam in a broader sense, but in a more, micro sense, they could be a different bad actor. AI text scams. This is called smishing, which I think means something different, but I don't know. I'm pretty sure smish means something totally different. Automated AI systems and send personalized SMS messages appearing to be from FedEx, Bank, or the IRS. They often contain malicious links or fake login pages. This one's a little bit easier to tell, I think. I've gotten these before, fake messages from, whatever. But the links are a little harder to hide and stuff like this. So I think it's a little easier to tell. I'm sure lots of you have gotten these. AI-powered investment scams. Scams use AI to scrape U.S. investor data and send personalized pitches promising guaranteed crypto or stock returns. Many use AI-generated fake websites and testimonials. No investment is guaranteed. Research trusted sources. Yeah, I mean, obviously, fintech scams are huge right now, right? I think what they've really done is they've missed the mark on explaining what this is. Like, the level of fintech scammery out there is so much more broad than just this, right? Like, yeah, of course, you can scrape U.S. investor data and send them pitches. People have been doing that for decades. You don't need AI for that. But lots of fintech scams nowadays are things like seminars, right? Come to my seminar and I'll teach you how to make bank on crypto. And it's just a pump and dump scheme, right? It's just like a pump and dump thing. You get a network of enough people together and, try to pump and dump. Right. This is the level of scammery in fintech is nuts. Got an email the other day from Meta that it was smishing, asking for age verification. Yeah, I mean, age verification is a humongous scam all in itself, right? So definitely don't give your don't give your biometric information to a computer ever. Deepfake celebrity endorsements. AI-generated videos feature celebrities like Elon Musk or Oprah promoting scam investments or miracle products. This happens a lot on YouTube, actually. I know YouTube, you're out there. You're probably, you're probably super active about this, yeah? Continue being normal, YouTube. This is actually really common on YouTube. I see whole channels devoted to just that. Entire channels devoted just to like Elon Musk hawking some scam product. Anyway, yeah. Then they offer some really broad, stupid examples of how to protect yourself. But really, I mean, it's just like, don't trust anyone online. Here's an article from Forbes. This one came out even further back. So this is probably all outdated by now, but I think it's important you guys know about it, right? Deepfakes are getting so good, right? They're better than this is now. Like, this is very clearly AI, but they're getting better than this now. AI fraud as a service is the next big threat. We have an R&D team of hundreds of programmers and dozens of servers to serve you. They promote deepfake face-changing software that's difficult to distinguish with the naked eye and designed for overseas calls, a perfect match for scammers who want to make their romance scams more believable. Romance scams are huge, you guys. I don't know. Romance scams have been around forever, first of all. They've been around forever. But they're just much easier to do now. Anybody can look like anybody, you know? Call them E-tubers. the chatter on criminally focused channels related to AI and deepfakes for use in fraud is rising. In an analysis conducted by Point Predictive in 2023, this is 3 years ago, there were 47,000 messages, and in 2024, it was 350,000, which is just nuts. Like, look at that. That's crazy. It's I mean, it's again, it's like it's scams almost always target vulnerable people, right? Almost always target vulnerable people, whether they're older and like don't have a very firm grasp on technology, or they're desperate in some way, like they have some medical condition, or you know, they're in financial dire straits, right? Like the scams tend to target desperate people because scams work best on desperate people. Anybody can fall for a scam. You just have to be desperate enough, right? That's why a lot of our usual scam hunter content on like Indiegogo and stuff is you know, like medical devices, or you know, like what was that one thing? Like you vibrate your face and you vibrate your Virginia. You vibrate your Virginia to get it to tighten up or something. You guys remember that? It's like people, they'll prey on people's self-consciousness, right? They'll prey on your need to, you know, to fit in or be seen as attractive, right? That's a really common type of scam. That's why we see so many of them on Indiegogo or whatever. So, yeah, I don't know. I think it's important. I think it's important to talk about. Fully automated AI chatbot communicating directly with a victim. The victim believes she's talking to her love interest, a military doctor based overseas. In reality, she's talking to a chatbot controlled by the scammer. These chatbots give the scammer the ability to converse fluently with the victim without an accent. To build the believability of a scam, experts warn the use of fully autonomous AI chatbots will proliferate. Yeah, of course they will. Where do I sign up for the scam? It's called the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button, Sergeant QWERTY. You'll get the scam, trust me. But actually, though, subscribe to the stream. I've been live for half an hour. Pig butchering operations will shift to AI schemes. Imagine a wall of mobile phones scamming thousands of victims across the world each minute. Videos on social media and posted on Telegram show that this is now a reality, and it's a new technique being used by scam compounds to scale their operations. You guys have seen these, right? These videos of like the rows and rows of phones. I'm not really sure like why they do it. It must be cheaper than just having a server and knowing how to use Docker or something, right? It must be cheaper that way. Or maybe they're using like the SIM card somehow. AI software called Instagram Automatic Fans blasts messages to thousands of people a minute to ensnare them into pig butchering scams. One message read, "My friend recommended you. How are you?" The same message is sent over and over and over again. Yeah, I mean, this happens on Discord a lot, too. I'm sure we've all gotten a scam message on Discord. How are you? I'm an artist. How are you? Do you want something commissioned? I'm a really good artist. And then they just, you know, steal your financial information, or they'll just, if they do give you any art, it's like god awful AI generated slop. It's also easier for other people to work with real phones. You can hire anybody that way. That's true. Yeah, that's true. Criminal syndicate involved in pig butchering will leverage AI-powered deepfake technology for video calls, voice clones, and chatbots to vastly scale their operations. Yeah, I don't know if this is happening yet, but it may end up happening. Yeah, it's wild. This generated message says, "Honestly, I don't know how to explain to you. You appear on my page so many times, I think we may have a special fate." Oh, God. And you know, that's another thing. I think social media really, it really caters to a really toxic mindset, right? Everybody wants to be seen as attractive, and you know, everybody wants to be seen as interesting and fun and cool or whatever. So you know, we have this deep-seated need to like share all kinds of stuff on social media, and the validation that you get from likes is one of the greatest brain hacks that corporations have committed in the past like 25 years. Honestly, like the marketing potential for the dopamine hit you get from likes on a post is outstanding for companies. Not for you, for companies. It's addictive. It's actually addictive. AI deepfake extortion scams will target high-profile executives. In Singapore, scammers recently orchestrated a deepfake email extortion plot targeting 100 public servants from 30 government agencies, including cabinet ministers. The email demanded they pay $50,000 in crypto or face the consequences of deepfake videos that show them in compromising situations. I mean, I think it would be pretty easy to you know, to disprove a deepfake video of someone in a compromising situation. It'd be pretty easy to disprove it. The problem is that, you know, it's the same problem that, like, that press agents have, right? Like, whoever gets the story first is, like, going to be the one that everybody thinks is true. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe there is something to that. Maybe there is something to that. Just deny that the video is you and it'll go away. I mean, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Scammers created those convincing fakes using public photos from LinkedIn and YouTube. With AI-driven deepfake software becoming more accessible, these deepfake extortion scams will likely spread to corporations across the world, targeting their most high-profile executives. I have very little sympathy for high-profile executives. I have very little sympathy for them. I think I'm with the scammers on this one. I think I'm siding with them. No, but actually, it is something that normal people could face, right? You could be faced with extortion, right? You could be faced with you know, there's enough pictures of you on the internet probably to you know, to create a deep fake of you doing something, you know, compromising. And yeah, I mean, I think it'd be pretty easy to tell if something was a deep fake. I think digital forensics would uncover it pretty easily. I think the thing, I don't want to sound like a scaremonger or anything. I'm not going to try and, you know, I'm not going to try and whip everybody up into a frenzy. But I will say that one of the things I think that this United States administration is one of the reasons that they're so pro AI. I hope not. I hope this isn't it. But one of the ways that I think they could use it maliciously is by generating deep fake evidence against people, right? I think it's possible. I don't know how likely it is, but it is certainly possible. It's not out of the realm of possibility that a malicious government agency could generate fake, like deep fake evidence against private individuals in order to, like, extradite them to camps, right? Like, I think if the U.S. government wanted to put people in camps legally, they could generate, like, fake evidence, you know, with fake, like, deep fake videos or deep fake evidence against private people and then send them to camps. And honestly, I mean, with the way that the courts are, I don't even think it would matter if it was obviously a deep fake, right? So I think that is a potential vector for malicious activity with regards to deep fakes and AI. Anyway, deep fake stuff is so much more accessible now, right? It's so much more accessible. I think this is going to be way more common in the coming months, years. Deepfake financial crime wave may hit the U.S. With 92,000 deepfake digital arrest cases reported in India in 2024. Indian Express reported cybersecurity experts warn this could be the next major fraud trend to hit Western nations. In these scams, people posing as federal law enforcement officials psychologically manipulate victims through manufactured legal emergencies, isolate them, and demand ransoms or manipulate the victim into transferring their life savings to them. Yeah, this is, I mean, this is something that U.S. authorities will, like, maybe already do, right? Like ICE agents doing this exact thing, like abusing, you know, the people that they're taking hostage, right? Scammers will at times use deepfake video and audio clips of government officials to make the scam more believable. Yeah, I believe it. Scammers often operate from scam compounds in Myanmar and Cambodia and have refined their tactics by leveraging deepfakes. According to an article that appeared in BBC, Indian authorities have been able to trace 40% of the new wave of digital arrests in Southeast Asia. That's nuts. And yeah, I mean, I mean, that's another really, really common scam vector, right? I mean, that scam's been around for decades. Somebody calling, pretending to be the police. You know, you have to answer them because they're the police, and you have to tell them all this information about you, and then they hang up, and you never hear from them again. Turns out they were just stealing your identity. That happens. I mean, that's happened for years. You don't even need AI for that. With accessible AI available for as little as $20 a month, new fraud service operations expanding rapidly in 2025. Yeah. So I don't know. I think it's important to be aware of that stuff, you guys. Wave of someone doing that to different fast food restaurants in America. Oh, really? Wild. Don't have to worry about losing money if you don't have any. Well, your identity is pretty valuable. Don't forget, Ruby. Your identity is pretty valuable, right? If somebody can steal your identity, then they can go commit crimes in your name. And then, could be a big headache later. Fraud as a service. Yay. Some of the managers to strip search the employees. Yikes. What? Yikers. What? Excuse me. Anyway, these scams are, I mean, they're huge. They're huge business, and they're automated now. The biggest difference between scams from yesteryear and scams from today are mostly just that they're automated, right? Like chatbot scams, you know? This is the fraud as a service of the month. We covered it in the last one. There was a company that they called out by name. I don't see it in this article, but yeah, there was a company they listed by name in the last one. But again, chatters, I mean, all of you should have a sine cosine, right? You should have a code word with your, family members or people you care about, right? People in real life who care about you. You should absolutely have a sine cosine with them. Because that's one that you keep it secret, right? Never tell anyone that you have that or what it is. And it should be discreet too. Ideally, it should be discreet. You know that scene in The Shadow where they're like, the sun is shining, but the ice is slippery or whatever. Like that's a sine cosine, right? Do something like that, but don't use that one because they already, that one's already known. That one's been burned. Don't use a sine cosine that's like from a movie or whatever. Make one up. Make one up. And make it kind of discreet. So, how you doing, Moto? The sun is warm, but the ice is slippery. Yeah, there it is. That's right. Yeah, the sun is warm, but the ice is slippery. That's right. I always thought that was a weird sine cosine from The Shadow because, I mean, what does he do in all of the other months where there isn't ice? What's his name? Langston? What's he supposed to do in the other months? I don't get it. Anyway, I think scams are just going to get more and more. They're just going to get more and more prevalent. So it's important that you guys, understand like what some really common vectors for scams are. Have any of you ever been the target of a scam that isn't just the regular ass Discord scam? Hey, maybe we'll talk about the regular ass Discord scam because it could be. It's possible, that you guys might not know what that is. However unlikely, it is possible you guys don't know what that is, so we should talk about it. You guys know there's a couple different really prevalent scams on Discord, right? A couple really prevalent scams on Discord. I'm going to go over two. Scam 1. This is the artist. Discord. Okay, this is the artist scam. You guys know about this one? It's a bot account. Oop. Oh God. Oh Jesus Christ. Ah. Bot account. Open commissions. They always seem to have open commissions. Almost always are almost always girls. Almost always girls. Right? They're almost always art girls. And it's all, I think usually they're all AI generated, right? This is a scam that everybody gets on Discord. If you have a Discord account, the odds are exceedingly high that you've gotten a friend request from one of these scam accounts, the bot accounts, right? They're an artist. Oh, I have open commissions. Oh, I want to, you look like you might need some art commissions. Let me draw you or something. And then, they want to charge you, and then you give them your payment information, they steal a bunch of money. Like it's a very bog standard scam. It's just that it's automated, right? This is a chatbot you're talking to. Oh, sorry. Oh, damn. Sorry. Sergeant Gritty, you got to put links in the Discord. Go to the Discord and then put links in there. All right, scam 2. Scam 2. This is the game dev scam. This is a really, really common one, right? So the artist wants money, right? The artist wants money. The game dev scam isn't about money. The game dev scam usually is a hacked account. Usually a hacked account. Someone you know. Right? The account is usually from someone that you know or are familiar with, right? This is a scam that operates best when you have some familiarity with the account that's scamming you, right? This is something where if your friend's Discord gets hacked, this is what becomes of it. It becomes the game dev scam. And how it works is the game dev, the quote-unquote game dev, will DM you out of the blue, and they'll say, hey, I just developed a game. Do you want to play it? And then you'll say, yeah, sure. And then they'll send you a sketchy thing to download, and they'll be like, just click on this thing. It's my game. Tell me how I did, right? This is a scam that preys on your need for social interaction, right? They prey on your desire to be friendly. All the while, this is not your friend. This is a hacked account, right? It could even be a bot, and be automated, right? Game dev scam. Let's see. Game dev scam. Download. Malware. How it sometimes works is there's no malware that you download. It's a poisoned link, usually Steam, right? It's usually your Steam account, and then they'll auction off your Steam account, right? That's usually how the scam works. They'll be like, hey, play my game. Click on this link to go log in on quote unquote Steam. It's not Steam. It just looks like Steam. Or download this malware. The first time I got hit with this scam, I actually almost fell for it. This was years ago. It was the first time I'd ever seen this scam, and I almost fell for it. I actually got to the point where I clicked on the poison link, and they wanted me to log in on Steam, but I knew that I was already logged in on Steam, so I looked up at the URL, and it was just like some www.c.steam power something. It was like the wrong link. And I was like, oh, this is a scam. But if I hadn't done that, I absolutely would have fallen for this. Like, it's a very believable scam because it comes from people that you know. Like, it comes from a hacked account that you know on Discord. This type of scam is something that Discord absolutely could fix. Like, they could fix this. They could fix this. They just don't. And the artist scam too, Discord could absolutely fix it. They just don't. But yeah, these are the two most common scams on Discord. The artist scams you for money. The game dev scams you for hacked accounts. You know, your hacked Discord account, your hacked Steam account. And they just scam you for your accounts. Then they auction them off, right? Hello, Neon Mixtape. Never click links. Always go over manually yourself. Don't click external links anywhere unless you know the URL is actually legitimate. That's right. Yeah. But Nicotine, you told us about a game you're developing. Well, yeah. I want to make this very abundantly clear. I'm not going to be sending you guys builds of my game that aren't from Steam, right? If you guys play Plainview, it'll be like you download a demo from your Steam client. Like, I'm not going to be DMing you. I'm not going to be DMing you guys, you know. I'm not going to be DMing you guys my game. And that's kind of a third one too that I see a lot. I should have put a third one in here, and that one is fake streamers. I see this scam actually somewhat regularly, at least twice a year. I see this scam. Someone makes an alternative account to a streamer, right? Usually they're an ASMR streamer or a another like pools and hot tubs streamer, right? There's somebody who does a lot of that kind of content. And whose audience, you know, is a little bit less familiar, I think, with their, whose audience I think mostly wants that interaction, right? Anyway, that scam happens fairly regularly, and it's a scam that, unfortunately, I have no idea if there are Discord accounts that target me, right? That are like Nicotine 2 or like Nicotine E or whatever. Like, I have no idea if those exist on Discord. But if they do, what would happen is you would get a DM or a friend request or whatever from an account that looks just like mine. And, if you choose to interact with it, it's possible that they could, pull my text history and then generate like a, message that sounds kind of like how I would type, right? So it would be believable. And, then they would solicit you for information, for your personal information. And some of you who, would really want a DM with streamer might fall for it. Don't fall for it. Like, don't fall for that. Those are, if it sounds too good to be true, it's too good to be true. And also I'm not going to DM you guys personally. Like, if I ever DM chatters, it's because I need to like give you a link for oh God, that sounds terrible. If I ever DM chatters, it's because you guys just want a giveaway or something, and it's like, you wouldn't not know that you want a giveaway. It would be happening on stream, My biggest fear, the biggest reason I don't do giveaways is because I'm worried of that, right? I'm worried that somewhere there's a malicious actor who's watching me, who's made a fake Nicotine account, and they'll wait for me to do a giveaway, and then they'll start DMing you, right? Pretending to be me. That's my biggest fear. I'm not scared for me. I'm scared for my chatters, right? That's a frustrating thing as a content creator. It's like, how do you prove it? That's why when we do giveaways here, I think how it works is that you guys all do it through chat, and then the links all come from Fourth Wall. So, you don't actually click on anything. I don't actually send you anything. It's just you get a link, and Fourth Wall handles it all. Just how I do giveaways now. I think at one point last year, I had to do a giveaway for codes, for Steam codes, for a Dead by Daylight thing, and I guess I did it wrong. I don't think they were very pleased with how I did it, but I don't remember exactly how we did it. I just remember that I had to do a giveaway, and I was pretty bummed that I had to do it in a particular way that involved me like reaching out to individuals. The old, I am a celebrity. I want to be friends with someone outside the biz. Please don't tell anyone. Also, I need $1,000. I'll pay you back double. Yeah. All they have to do is say good meowerning and I fall for it. I haven't said good meowerning in years. God damn, Ruby. I haven't said that in years. Okay. There's the really common Discord scams. Oh, and another thing, if I ever get the Discord scam where they impersonate a streamer, a fellow streamer, if I ever get that scam, my you say it every day in Discord. Prove it, Ruby. Prove it. Prove that. Look, go to the Discord and prove it. If I ever get that that Discord scam where it's like they're impersonating a streamer, I always go to that streamer and reach out to them, right? It's really easy to do, right? I find the streamer on Twitch and I just join their Discord for a minute and I'm like, hey, can I talk to mods? Can I talk to one of you or the streamer, please? I have some like important information for you. And then I give them the account details, right? When you enable beta, I think beta testing mode or developer mode or whatever on Discord, you can right click and get people's account ID, which is like a string of numbers that are associated with every Discord account. So you can make your username look like anything, but your string of numbers is unique. It's like a fingerprint. And I always share that with the streamer in case they want to, you know, pursue any kind of action. Not that Discord will do anything about it. Fly by night Discord. But that's something I always make sure I do. Because I would hope that someone would do it for me, you know, if there was a fake nicotine running around. And there have been. There have been before. So, I don't know. It's important. It's important that that we call that stuff out when it happens. Anyway, hello, sweet chatters. Hi, it's me, Nicotine. Hi, the real one. Hello. Who's here? Hello, sweet chatters. It's me, Nicotine. Hi. Hello. Hello, enormous door slamming. Hi, Porcelain. Hello, Ruby. Here's the link from Sergeant QWERTY. Let's see. Pulling it up now. Bam. Here's this link. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got here. Are we sure? What's the safe word? I don't know, chatters. What's streamer's safe word? Spear phishing involves targeting specific individual in an organization to try and steal their login credentials. This happens all the time. Spear phishing happens a lot. Usually, they try to target people in the what's it called? The technical side of a business, right? Usually, they'll try to target somebody in the technical part of a business where they have access to lots of different systems, you know? Attacker tried to target an employee of NTL World, which is part of Virgin Media Company, using spear phishing. The attacker claimed that the victim needed to sign a new employee handbook. This was designed to lure them into clicking a link where they would have been asked to submit private information. This happens all the time. Lots of like bigger corporations will do, they'll do like special training days just to figure out how to identify this. And in fact, a lot of companies will fake it. They'll like fake a spear phishing attack and see who falls for it. A lot of people will just do an attack on their own workers and then see like who falls for it. Which, I mean, it sounds really bad, but also like I think it's better that way. I would be pissed off though. I would be pretty pissed off. One time when I worked at Hot Topic, the manager had her keys on the table on like the counter, you know, and I went to go do my job, which was fold t-shirts, and then she took the keys and hid them in her pocket and came to me and was like, hey, where are my keys? And I was like, I don't know. She's like, Where are they? I was like, I don't know. They're not my keys. And then she revealed that she had taken them after I like looked all around the store for them. She was like, I had them all along. I'm like, oh, okay. And she's like, you should have been paying more attention. I'm like, you should have been paying more attention. They're your keys. I mean, lots of companies will do, you know, like OPSEC training, right? They'll do penetration testing. You know, they'll hire an outside company, a consultancy company, to like try and break into their physical location, or to, you know, conduct spear phishing or other kinds of, you know, digital attacks against the company to see like what the vulnerabilities are. And I don't think that companies really are concerned about exactly who is a weak link, more so than the possibility of a weak link exists. So I don't know. I'd be pretty pissed off, but also I think it's better that it happens in a controlled setting rather than the alternative, which is, you know, a random threat actor doing that. So I don't know. Just love watching pen test videos on YouTube. Yeah. One of the reasons I go to DEF CON so much is to go to talks from penetration testers. I mean, there used to be a ton of talks from pen testers. Nowadays, it's like, you know, enjoy this talk from our AI-enabled military, or come work for Palantir, or the Coast Guard has your back, or you know, some other government. There used to be a game at DEF CON called Spot the Fed. And you could try to spot the Fed, you know, you could identify which one of them was a Fed, or you could like go to the wall of sheep, right? Where they, you know, people are going around, you know, man in the middle attacking people's email accounts. And you could go to the wall of sheep and see like how many .gov email addresses there were. And it would be like a funny little bit like, oh, this silly Fed's trying to infiltrate DEF CON. But now they just invite them. Like now they're just on the invitee list, and honestly, it sucks. That sucks. It's made me not want to go to DEF CON. Yeah, Anduril was a big corporation there too this year. Palantir, Anduril, the Marines had the biggest booth, like the central booth. Also, they hold it at the LA Convention Center, and I despise the LA Convention Center. Like I hate that place more than I hate any other convention center ever. Like it's actually the worst. It's actually the worst. If you've never been, don't go. It sucks. It's out in the middle of nowhere, right? The LA Convention Center is out in the middle of nowhere. There's no way to get to it except by crawling into a flammable car and going at the speed of a small hobbled mammal through a tightly packed, betrafficked tunnel in the most flammable car in the world, by the way. And like, there's no accessibility to it. Like, how is somebody, you know, in a wheelchair supposed to get there, right? How is somebody with crutches supposed to get there, right? You have to walk through the desert. You got to walk a mile through the desert in order to get there. And that sucks, dude. Like, that super sucks. The bus doesn't even run there. It runs like several mega blocks away. So you have to walk like a mile from the nearest bus stop even through the desert. That sucks. There's a monorail. Yeah. You know how far away the monorail is from the entrance? About a mile. It super sucks, dude. It's the worst. So I think I automatically think less of any convention that goes to the the Las Vegas Convention Center. Las Vegas Convention Center sucks. There's this thing called vishing. You guys ever heard of vishing? Voice phishing. Someone uses the phone to try and steal information. Attacker may pretend to be a trusted friend or relative to represent them. This has happened. I mean, it's happened forever, right? But this is a really, really common thing. This is exactly why you guys need a cosign. It's about excluding those people, having the bad PR of officially excluding them. Yeah. Without having the bad PR. That's right. Something stared not too long in the abyss. Something lest you become one. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, it sucks. It absolutely sucks. Palantir puke. Yeah. I don't know. I loved DEF CON. My first DEF CON was DC 23, and it was back in, I think, 2015. And that was the year they had the Tesla hackathon, where they brought a bunch of Teslas in, and then they just let people go to town on like hacking every system in them. And there was like a prize you could get if you like hacked the Tesla to do something really cool. It was also the year that Werner Herzog came to DEF CON, and also I think Elon Musk was there too, or maybe it was the year after. Anyway, it was also the year where the badge was a big vinyl record. All the badges every other year are crazy, like they're just wild badges. That year it was a vinyl record, and it was part of like a scavenger hunt. It was like a treasure hunt. So you had to like find a way to play the vinyl record and like get the, I think it was DTMF tones off of it or whatever. And who won because the Tesla must have been hacked? I don't know. I didn't stick around for the awards, but yeah, it was wild. They got those, and it wasn't just Teslas. There were like some other car companies there too. But I remember that being the year where they brought a bunch of cars in, and it was the first year there was a car hacking village. Slaps Tesla roof, all doors lock, and it catches fire. Awful. Anyway, voice phishing is a big deal. I mean, this can happen to you. It can happen to your parents, your grandparents, happen to friends, you know. It's a really common thing, and I think it's a little easier now with deepfake technology, right? We've had the ability to fake someone's voice with AI for the last like 5 years. It's only gotten better. And that's kind of dangerous. Like that's kind of dangerous. There was a phishing attempt that targeted members of UK's parliament and their staffers. The attack was a part of an assault that involved at least 21 million spam emails targeting UK lawmakers. Yep. Email phishing. Yeah, this is a really common one. You get these a lot. Hackers used LinkedIn to grab contact information from employees at Sony and targeted them with an email phishing campaign. They got away with over 100 terabytes of data. I remember that. When Sony got hacked and all the shows got leaked and everybody found out that the last season of Game of Thrones was going to suck. Oh, and also, didn't they leak the interview or whatever it was? What's the one with North Korea? It's like James Franco goes to North Korea and becomes best buddies with Kim Jong-un. HTTPS phishing. An HTTPS phishing attack is carried out by sending the victim an email with a fake website. Yeah, this happens a lot too. Hacker group Scarlet Widow searches for their employee emails of companies and then targets them with HTTPS phishing. User gets a mostly empty email. They click on a little link that is there, taking the first step into the Scarlet Widow's web. Jesus. Yeah, the interview. It was the interview. Yeah, they also leaked that at that same phishing event. Don't worry, chat. The phishing names will become worse and worse. Yep. Farming, but with a PH, because it's cool. In a farming attack, the victim gets malicious code installed on their computer. This code then sends the victim to a fake website designed to gather the login credentials. A complex farming attack in 2007, went after at least 50 financial institutions. Users were directed to false websites and instructed to enter sensitive information. This is still a thing. It's actually still a thing. In fact, if you have access to somebody's computer tower, right, or just USB port, I guess, it's trivially easy to buy a device that does this. I mean, they sell them at DEF CON. You can buy devices that do this, where they'll be a keylogger, or they'll install some, they'll SSH tunnel somewhere and like install some malware while you're not looking in the background, right? Rubber Ducky, yeah, there's a Rubber Ducky. Yep, and a bunch of others too. Pretty sure the Dictator ruined the release of the Dictator. Pop-up phishing often uses a pop-up without a problem with your computer security or some other issue to trick you into clicking. You are then directed to download a file, which ends up being malware, or to call what is supposed to be a support center. Yeah, this happens a lot too. Users have sometimes received pop-ups saying they can qualify for Apple Care renewal, which is supposedly avail them of extended protection of Apple devices. However, the offer is fake. Yeah, I mean, Apple Care itself is a scam. But yeah, this is a really, really common one. Super, super common one. I used to get calls like this at my the business that I worked for. Like 10 years ago, I worked for a company, and I would get calls like this all the time. I can tell, QWERTY. Yeah, 100%. Do you go to DEF CON? Evil twin phishing. In an evil twin attack, the hacker sets up a false Wi-Fi network that looks real. If someone logs into it and enters sensitive detail, the hacker captures their info. Something just got released about this today. What was it? There was just some news about this. I don't recall. I think it had something to do with WPA. Like, it's possible now to intercept data in some crazy way from Wi-Fi if you're on the same Wi-Fi network. For the last 10 years, we've had the luxury of feeling pretty relatively secure with Wi-Fi networks in public, right? It used to be that public Wi-Fi networks were really dangerous, and then for a long time they weren't because of WPA and special keys, that the router handles and all that. But now I think it's becoming trivially easy to intercept other Wi-Fi traffic that's not your own, right, between the router and some other device, and then decode it. So, I mean, go back to just not looking at your bank account on a public Wi-Fi. You shouldn't do it anyway. Just don't look at your bank account on public Wi-Fi. But this is different. This is Evil Twin, right? So this is like you create a separate Wi-Fi network. This is also really easy to do. I have a radio in my bag. It cost me, I think, $20 at DEF CON a few years back. It's a SDR. Or no, it's not SDR. It's a Wi-Fi radio, and all it does is you can create like a Wi-Fi network. You can name it whatever you want. You can you can go to a hotel and name it like this hotel's guest network or whatever, and then send people through a fake version of like the hotel sign-on thing, and then just get everybody's information through that. You can even connect them to the real one afterwards, so they don't really even notice that they got. They got caught. Wi-Fi? No, I don't have a Wi-Fi Pineapple. Those things are expensive. I have like a cheapy little radio. I don't remember what company it was. It was like a knockoff. They did it on Silicon Valley. Oh, the show? How neat. I haven't seen that show. I heard it's good though. Go to the bank and ask them to print me a statement and also pay with a check at the supermarket. Nice. Yeah, great. Perfect. Ideal. Yeah, ideal actually. Watering hole phishing. In a watering hole phishing attack, a hacker figures out a site a group of users tends to visit. Then they use it to infect the user's computers in an attempt to penetrate the network. In 2012, the U.S. Council on Foreign Relations was targeted by a watering hole attack. The assault aimed to take advantage of the high-profile users that were frequenting the site, as well as the login credentials. The attack achieved some success, particularly using vulnerability within Internet Explorer. Oh, wow. i.e. being a security hole. Gee willikers. Somebody poisoned the watering hole. There's a snake in my boot. i.e. in 2013. I mean, it wasn't good in 2013 either. A whaling attack is a phishing attack that targets a senior executive. Oh, that's cute. I haven't heard it called whaling before. I've just heard it called spear phishing. These individuals often have deep access to sensitive areas of the network, so a successful attack can result in access to valuable info. Yeah. Whaling. That's funny. A founder of Levitus. Ugh. The Levitus is acting up again. An Australian hedge fund was the target of a whaling attack that led to the individual to a fake connection using a fraudulent Zoom link. For following the link, they had malware installed in their system. The company lost $800,000. Jesus. Clone phishing. A clone phishing attack involves a hacker making an incidental copy of a message the recipient already received. This may include something like resending this and putting a malicious link in the email. Oh, that sounds really stupid. That sounds turbo stupid. In a recent attack, a hacker copied the information from a previous email and used the same name as the legitimate contact that he had messaged the victim about a deal. The hacker pretended to be a CEO named Giles Garcia and referenced the email Mr. Garcia had previously sent. The hacker then proceeded to pretend to carry on the previous conversation with the target as if they were Giles Garcia. Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, I guess pay close attention to that. That sucks. Deceptive phishing. Deceptive phishers use deceptive technology to pretend they're with a real company to inform targets that are already experiencing a cyber attack. The users then click on a malicious link infecting their computer. This is the example. Users were sent an email that came from the address support@apple.com and had Apple support in the sender information. The message claimed that the victim's Apple ID had been blocked. They were then prompted to validate their accounts by entering the information a hacker would use to crack it. This is a really common thing. You guys might not think that, like, you can send an email that looks legitimate, but it's absolutely true. There are lots of ways to do it. I won't go through them all, but there are lots of ways, you know, to make an email look legit. There are even name server exploits that people can use, right? To gain personal information. I went to a talk from somebody who had a... Oh, no, I don't think I can talk about it, but... Anyway, it's really possible that that this is a really prevalent kind of attack vector, right? Always be suspicious of emails. Question everything. Hello, sweet chatters. My name is Nicotine. Hit that follow button, subscribe, give bits, and donate. I've been live for over an hour. I bet we can get a subscription out of you. I bet we can get a subscription out of you. Social engineering. Social engineering attacks pressure someone into revealing sensitive information by manipulating them psychologically. A hacker pretended to be a representative of Chase Bank while saying that the attack was needed on the... While saying that the action was needed on the target's debit or ATM card. The attacker was trying to pressure the victim into divulging information by leveraging their fear of not being able to access their money in their Chase account. This bank scams happen all the time. Lots of credit unions are vectors for this too.
Gift subscription.
Sergeant QWERTY. Oh, Vic the Victim, thank you for gifting a sub to Sergeant QWERTY. I really appreciate you. Thank you, Vic the Victim. You're the first sub of the day. That makes you the best chatter. Thank you, Vic the Victim. Super sweet of you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Delightful. Delightful. Chatters, as a reminder, the rent goal up at the tippy top, if you guys hit 75% of the rent goal, you guys will get a photo set with me and my cats. I'm gonna do like Macy's portrait style. I'm gonna have a backdrop. I'm gonna put a special outfit on, maybe a matching one. We're gonna do Macy's portrait style photos with my cats. So that's if you guys hit 75% of the rent goal this month. Remember, it resets next month. Social engineering is as old as the internet. Kevin Mitnick used to just show up places and say he was the IT guy and needed to check their system. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. It's really easy to do, too. I mean, most people don't want to have anything to do with IT. So if you claim you're with IT, they're like, yeah, sure, whatever, go for it. And tons of bosses, too. Tons of the whales, right? The executives. They're Mac guys, you know? They don't want to think about a computer. They just want to have it work. So, you know, make the system work with Mac opens up a lot of vulnerabilities, too. Angler fishing. They keep coming up with these names, dude. Anglers use fake social media posts to get people to provide login information or download malware. Hackers pretended to represent Domino's Pizza on Twitter, fielding the concerns and comments of customers. Once they engaged with the customer, they would use their situation to try to get their personal information, using under the guise of trying to give them a refund or a reward. Yeah, I've heard of this happening too. Social media is a plague, you guys. Phishing names get worse. They're very funny. Kroger gives cashiers the default password of 99 to log in and open the register. Many employees never change it. Oh, that's awful. That's awful. Yeah. Ridiculous. Smishing is phishing through some form of text message or SMS. We learned about this earlier. Hackers pretended to be from American Express, sent text messages to victims telling them they needed to attend to their accounts. The message said it was urgent. The victim clicked, they'd be taken to a fake site, they entered their personal information. Yeah, I mean, if you ever get a message, whether it's a text message or an email from a company that's like, you have to check your bank account, like, definitely don't click on any links, you know? Definitely don't click on any links. Smishing? What the hell were you thinking? Yeah, smish means something else, I think. I think smishing is something else. Man in the middle attacks. This is the one I was describing earlier, where you make like a fake Wi-Fi network at your hotel or whatever. So you connect to a Wi-Fi network that's like airport public or whatever, but it's actually a malicious one, you know? Equifax in 2017 was targeted by man-in-the-middle attacks that victimized users who used the Equifax app without using HTTPS, which is a secure way to browse the internet. As the users accessed their accounts, the hackers intercepted the transmission, stealing their login credentials. I remember when Equifax was hacked. That was nuts. Man in the mirror attacks. The man in the mirror. I got SMS messages from TikTok. I don't have TikTok. Oh, wow. Website spoofing. Yeah, this happens a lot, too. We talked about this one as well. Domain spoofing. DNS spoofing is when a hacker imitates the domain of a company, either using email or fake website to lure people into entering sensitive information. This is like an attacker would execute a domain spoofing attack by creating a fraudulent domain made to look like the real LinkedIn site. Yeah, like a fake website, you know? Things are just a little bit off. Sometimes they're perfect, though. Like, sometimes you can see ones that are made by a bot that just scrapes the latest... I see this with Steam a lot, right? Steam does this, where there's fake Steam websites that look just like Steam. They scrape the latest Steam thing, because they have those ads in the top. Like, it would be a giveaway if, like, the ad at the top was for, I don't know, Minecraft or something stupid, right? So, there's like bots that scrape the latest version of what Steam looks like right now and then, update it every day or whatever. I got a better name for image phishing. Imishing. God. Image phishing uses images with malicious files in them meant to help a hacker steal your info. Hackers have made use of ad golas. What the hell is an ad gola? A gola like from Dune? Hide malicious code written in JavaScript inside images and HTML files. When someone clicks on an image generated by ad golas, like from Dune? Malware would be downloaded onto the computer that could be used to phish for their personal information. Yeah, okay. I mean, yeah, images are a vector too. You can actually hide lots of information in images, actually, and still have them open up just like regular images. That's how JPEG works. It's just like a dot matrix of pixels. There's a lot of empty space in a JPEG. You can hide lots of things in there. Ad golas. We don't Google things here. We search for them. Ad gola. Oh, I don't get any result from ad gola. Oh, hang on. Oh, this is from all the way back in 2016. Massive ad golas malvertising campaigns use stenography. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. It's called stenography. Huh, let's see what this is. Well, maybe we'll not click on it. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus Christ. There's a lot here, huh? This is like a whole white paper. Let's see. iframe code in clear MIME type and XML DOM filtering. Chatters, do you know how to DOM filter? I bet chatters know how to DOM filter. Okay, so they like clone the landing page or whatever. Dedicated VM with custom time zone language and software to get through the first checks in a monitored environment. With those redirectors, we noticed depending on the UTML cookie, you would be sent 2 different JavaScript banners, ad banners. Huh. Some kind of stenography was being used here. Okay, neat. I mean, it's horrifying, but yeah, wild. Cool that they uncovered this. this part of the code. This code uses the Canvas JavaScript API feature of HTML5 to read the ping and extract another JavaScript and some data. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, Christ. In that specific pass, the extracted JS performs the MIME type check, but also used to decrypt the data with a key stored to the first part of the XHR SID header. I don't know what that is. Decrypting the data shows the iframe with the URL shortener. In that chain, the redirect tag is stored in the second part. Oh, wow. Wild. Huh. Dang, dude. That's nuts. Yeah, look at that. Huh. Oh, no. Our analysis with colleagues from Trend Micro found that AdGola's campaigns do not all work the same way, but they all have the same multi-layered filtering and obfuscation. For instance, the redirect tag is sent in several ways. We saw the XHR SID sent as a response header to post to GIF, sometimes hidden at the end of ad stats hash in the initial landing. Dang, dude, that's nuts. This was 10 years ago. Wild. Okay, so legitimate, abused ad exchange, publisher targets. Okay. They go to a legitimate website. Malicious. Rogue fake ad agencies. AdGola's infrastructure is here. And then AdGola's customers, geo-focused banking botnets, operators, exploit kits. Oh, God. Dang, dude, that's nuts. Yeah, I'm sure it's fixed by now, but crazy how that worked. Crazy how that worked. Anyway, that's what AdGolas are. Yeah, it's probably a lot easier now with AI. Search engine phishing. A search engine phishing attack involves an attacker making fake products that look attractive. When these pop into search engine, the target is asked to answer sensitive information. It goes to a hacker. 2020, Google said they found 25 billion spam pages every day, like the one put up by hackers pretending to be from travel company Booking.com. An ad would pop up in a user search results that looked like it was from Booking.com and included the site's address. And the kind of wording users would expect from a real ad by the company. After users clicked, they were prompted to enter sensitive login information that was transmitted to hackers. Yeah, wild. That's kind of what we just saw, sort of. But that's like how they're doing it now. Crazy. It's like a little more work for them, I think, but yeah, that's nuts. That's nuts. Well, chatters, I see that nobody participated in the clip in the clip challenge. I can tell you guys were super excited about the clip challenge. I guess nobody wins. Dang. Reboot the Canadian animated kids show? The clip challenge, the thing I posted in the Discord yesterday. That's okay. The thing I talked about on stream yesterday. That's all right. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I never actually got to see Reboot. My only experience with Reboot has been the like the clips that I've seen like on, you know, as an adult. I never got to see it. I don't know. It looks great. I can see why people were attracted to it. It was probably like groundbreaking when it came out, you know. It was probably groundbreaking when it came out. Sweet little chatters, my name is Nicotine. Hit that follow button, subscribe, give bits, and donate. They're excellent ways to support the streamer. Thank you, Vic the Victim. I appreciate you. Delightful. How you doing, Milton? Lots of those old shows, lots of filler with flashes of brilliance. Yeah, I mean, basically every kid show is basically that, right? Kid shows are basically that. But they're fun, you know? People who made it invented a whole computer system to animate it. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I love the technical side of it. I think Reboot was like a little bit before my time, so I never really got into it. Like a little bit before my time. Same with Gargoyles. I liked Gargoyles of what I saw, but it was like a little bit before my time, and I never came on at like the right time either. What's Reboot? It's like a computer animated kid show. It's like one of the first computer animated kid shows from the 90s, or like I think it's from the 90s. It's kind of like Tron. Oh, every Reboot fan is gonna come for my throat. It's basically Tron, QWERTY. Basically, it's Tron. I think it's like an isekai. Also, there's a hot lady in it. You're right, it's Tron. Never seen Tron? That's okay. Yeah, I mean, Tron is fine. Tron's fine. Tron's fine. It's okay. The remake in 2014 or whatever was pretty good. And then they remade it again with Jared Leto, and it sucked. Nobody went and saw it. Gargoyles was a weird show, like a cartoon soap opera with most of the cast from TNG. Yeah! Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. There's a hot lady in that one, too. Yeah, I never watched Gargoyles really when I was a kid, but I did like what I saw from it. Sequel was cool except for the Born Sexy Yesterday trope. What's the Born Sexy Yesterday trope? Here's the Wikipedia entry for Gargoyles. Oh yeah. Species of nocturnal creatures known as gargoyles that turn to stone during the day. After spending 1,000 years in an enchanted, petrified state, the gargoyles, who've been transported from medieval Scotland, are reawakened in modern-day New York City and take on the roles as the city's secret nighttime protectors. Complex story arcs, melodrama, character arcs were heavily employed throughout the series, as well as Shakespearean themes. The series also received favorable comparison to Batman the Animated Series. Oh, sick! Video game adaptation and a spin-off comic series were released in 1995. The show's storyline continued from 2006 to 2009 in a comic book. Oh, neat. Huh. Basically, a fully grown woman who, for whatever reason, possesses the knowledge of a child. It's a weird power thing for men. Lilu in Fifth Element. Oh, okay. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I hate that trope. That's just Manic Pixie Dream Girl, right? I hate that. Oh, God, they do that in Firefly. I can't. You guys, I know you guys love Firefly or whatever. I beg you, go watch it now. It does not hold up. It does not hold up. And furthermore, I hate that character type. I hate that character type. I think it's so dumb. There's this one girl who's like the super special girl who's just crazy. Like, she's just crazy and awful. And everybody's like, oh, she's the best character. She has all these superpowers. She's so interesting. Oh, she's awful. She's awful. She's awful. And she's basically 75% of the reason that I hate Firefly. Yeah, I hate that trope. Good. Yeah, thank you for telling me what that trope is called. It sucks. She's better in the Terminator show? Oh, you mean the Sarah Connor Chronicles? I kind of liked Sarah Connor Chronicles. I thought it was okay. I don't really remember it, but I haven't seen it lately, but I remember it being okay. Yeah, it's not the actress, it's the character. Firefly always rubbed me the wrong way, just weird vibes and bad comedy all over. Yeah. They made 3 seasons. I don't know, I kind of expected they'd make more, right? List of Gargoyles cast members. Keith David, there he is. Oh, Witch Boy from Young Justice. Okay. Witch Boy. Ed Asner. Oh, from the Mary Tyler Moore Show. Damn, did you guys ever watch the Mary Tyler Moore Show? My grandma used to make me watch all these like really old shows, and man, I loved the Mary Tyler Moore Show. And the Jeffersons. Oh my God, I watched the hell out of the Jeffersons when I was a kid. I also got to watch a lot of Zorro. Watched a lot of Zorro. Watched a lot of I Dream of Jeannie. Oh, Johnny Bravo? Dang, dude. Johnny Bravo. Huh. We catch some Dick Van Dyke Show now and then. Mary Tyler Moore is so pretty. Yeah. Patrick Starr? Patrick is in this show? Dang, dude. There's Jonathan Frakes. Sally Richardson. Oh, she was in Eureka. I remember that show. Oh, and Mariana Sirtis. There she is. She still looks great. Oh, and Frank Welker. Cool. Yeah, that's awesome. Wow, they had a stacked cast. Look at this. Wild. James Belushi? Really? Dang. Man, they had a stacked cast for this. That's nuts, dude. Xander Berkeley. T2, Candyman, Apollo 13. Wild. Huh. We used to watch the TV show on the weekends. Do the kids still watch the TV? Man, remember when TV shows used to like hire actual voice actors? Look, there's Jim Cummings. This is the voice of Skyrim. He's like most of the people in Skyrim. Jim Cummings is great. Oh, and Tim Curry? No way. Michael Dorn. There's Michael Dorn. Dang, this show had everybody. Wild. Oh, and CCH Pounder? Oh, wild. John Rhys Davies? Man. Biff Tannen. They had Biff. Oh, and Brent Spiner. Oh man, I should go back and watch. Oh, Alan Cumming is in this, and LeVar Burton. Oh God. Cole Meany. They basically got the whole cast of TNG. That's nuts, dude. Oh, what? Tony Shalhoub. Here's all the people from Star Trek. Oh, Kay Mulgrew. Avery Brooks. There's Benjamin Sisko right there. Nichelle Nichols. Oh, yeah. John Rhys Davies played Leonardo da Vinci on Voyager. I forgot about that. Huh. Oh, my God. That's nuts, dude. Paul Winfield. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm going to have to go back and watch this show. Patrick Stewart also considered for a role in the series, but his representation turned down the offer because his usual fees could not be met. Oh, too bad. Should have done it. Would have been fun. Should have done it anyway. Would have been fun. Max Headroom? Wait, do they actually have Max Headroom? No. Matt Fruver. Really? Probably up here somewhere. Oh, that's nuts. They even got Max Headroom. Crazy. Yeah, here, right here. Yeah, Max Headroom. That's nuts. Very cool. I mean, cast is totally stacked. I would watch this show. I would watch it. I would watch it. 100%. Oh, chatters. Oh, sweet chatters. Hello, sweet chatters. It is I, Nicotine. Hit that follow button. Subscribe, give bits, and donate. Hello, Caesar. Hello, Rose and Ruby and Alex, Porcelain and Sergeant QWERTY. Enormous door slamming. Did I watch the show The Expanse? I tried to watch The Expanse. I fell off after like the second season or so. It got really like torturous. You know? It got so torturous. Too slow? No, not too slow. Just like a little bit too gleeful in like how much like torture there is in the show. It was just it got to be a lot. It's like, yeah, man, I get it. Space sucks. Yeah, I get it. Space sucks. I get it. Space is not the place to raise your kids, but man, I don't know. Space sucks. I get it. It's just a little dark. Oh my god, it's like grim dark. Grim dark. I feel like it jumped the shark a little bit too with the alien stuff. I don't know. Expanse is fine. It's fine. It didn't hold me after like the second season or so. I could go back and finish it. I'm sure it's good. I think I'd rather read the book, honestly. If you have any more shows like The Expanse, let me know. Yeah, For All Mankind. Have you seen For All Mankind? I haven't seen the newest season or whatever, but For All Mankind is a fantastic show. Excellent television. Disney ruined Gargoyles once they realized they went really hard on life lessons. Oh no. TV shows did become worse, specifically the latest ones. I think I did. Oh, I love For All Mankind. It's like the alternate history of like if the Soviets won the space race. Really good. Lots of like really good trivia in there too. Like really good like NASA trivia and Roscosmos trivia. Expanse books are pretty decent. Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that the Expanse books are really good. I should read them. Garrett Graham plays a character called Adult Tom. Adult Tom. Huh. So it's real NASA punk. I mean, sorta. Yeah, each season of For All Mankind takes place in like a different decade. So there's like a 10-year time skip basically at the end of every season. So the first season is like in the 60s, I think. No, the 70s. It's like in the 70s. It'd be right at the beginning of the 70s. And you know, they've just lost the space race, and so they're like trying to make up lost time. And then the next season is the 80s. You know, with like the space shuttle program. There's actually like a lot of trivia in For All Mankind. Like there's a sequence where they I don't think this is a spoiler. There's a sequence where they do a shuttle liftoff from underwater, which was it was a concept that NASA had because it's a lot easier to build a spaceship underwater. It already has to be sealed from the elements, so it's a lot easier to just build it underwater so it can like hold itself up a lot easier. And they called it the Sea Dragon, which is it was like a real thing that NASA like thought might be a good idea. They scrapped it at the last minute because they didn't want to deal with like the saltwater corrosion. But they do it in the show, which I think is really interesting, right? Since it's an alternate universe, they might as well. Yeah, the first season of For All Mankind is fantastic TV. The concept of NASA punk makes like no sense at all. Like Neuromancer already had space travel in it. It's just cyberpunk again. Yeah, it's very stupid. My problem with cyberpunk stuff is generally it doesn't showcase like the low life stuff very often. Usually when people do a cyberpunk thing, it's like they showcase the technological advancements without showcasing like the low life part of high tech low life, you know? Cyberpunk is defined by the catchphrase like high tech low life. And without the low life part, that's just a utopia. You're just discussing a utopia. Yeah, NASA punk is a very stupid term invented by very silly people at Bethesda to market a very silly game. A very silly game that had no business being made. So it had some of the same writers from Batman the Animated Series, this Gargoyle show. Delivered the first 13 episodes. The production team asked Buena Vista Television to pick up a second season. Oh, yeah, you're right. Oop. You're right. Ah! Oh, God. Oh, no. Okay, hang on. Space reskin Fallout 4. Yeah, it was very, very silly. Yeah. So they picked, you were right, Vic the Victim. Buena Vista TV, Disney owns Buena Vista, right? To pick up a second season with another 13. The show had not yet aired, but Buena Vista agreed for them to start work on 6 more episodes. Once the show started its weekly syndication run in 1994, it was quickly seen as a successful both as a television program and for promoting toy sales. Oh, yeah, I bet. I mean, I think I remember, like, toys for Gargoyles being everywhere for a while. Yeah, I think I do remember that. They were not preparing for this given their production methods and lack of time to get those episodes ready for a fall 1995 premiere. Despite telling Buena Vista this several times, when Disney refused to back down from the 52-episode order, the team decided to expand fourfold to handle the additional episodes. Uh-oh. That doesn't sound good. For this reason, story editing duties were handled on a rotating basis by Reeves, Chandler, Bates, and Sterling. Storyline expanded beyond the Manhattan setting, and more characters were added to help create stories to fill the episode count. Oh, no. Weissman said that he had discussions with Michael Eisner, oh, God, of using Gargoyles as a starting point for an action-oriented universe within Disney, comparing this to how Warner Brothers owned DC Comics, and some second season episodes were used to set up potential hooks for these. Oh, no. Oh, God. Yeah, Disney's interference seems to have ruined it. Fallout 4 had vastly more bespoke content than Starfield. Like, every single planet was just the same cut and paste labs and caves and procedurally generated terrain. Yeah, Starfield was so bad. Come explore space where nothing happens and everything is the same. And we're so punk. The second season with a definitive wrap-up story told over a series of final episodes. However, a third season was unexpectedly ordered. Although the series order was reduced to 13 episodes and moved to a Saturday morning slot. Around this point, Reeves, Chandler, Reeves, Perry, and Sperling all left the show. Meanwhile, the reduced episode count was the result of 2 factors, according to Wiseman. The first was changes within Disney itself. The fallout from the death of Frank Wells had led to a divide between Eisner and Jeffrey Katzenberg. Oh, God. Katzenberg left to form DreamWorks. Yeah, that's right. Wiseman's bosses, Gary Kreisel and Bruce Cranston, who had been supportive of Gargoyles, also left with Katzenberg for DreamWorks. Further, internal pressure on Eisner from Roy Disney forced him to treat Gargoyles as part of the studio's older works, thus dropping the larger action universe plans and leaving the show without any support. Secondly, as the second season aired, the highly publicized trial of O.J. Simpson drew audiences away from Gargoyles, often due to preemption from the trial's coverage. By the time the trial was over, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers had become more powerful as a brand. Oh, no. Oh, man. We have a planet that's neon and designer drugs. It's just like Cyberpunk. At this point, the show staff did not think they were likely getting a third season, which is one reason why so many of the staff moved on, but as Disney had just bought Capital Cities, the owners of American Broadcasting Company, of ABC, they needed programming for a Saturday morning block. They therefore had mostly new Gargoyles team develop 13 more episodes, now calling it the Goliath Chronicles. Oh, god damn. Yeah, it's a great thing they made 2 seasons of Gargoyles and they never made any more. Returning writers included Morano, Bates, and Gilad. Wiseman also made his debut as a writer with the season opener because the series was on broadcast stations rather than syndication. The show had to meet different broadcast standards and practices, which Wiseman stated drastically limited his creativity. While he wrote the first episode and spoke of his concerns to Disney, Wiseman had contended Disney had removed him from the team and assigned the rest of the show's run to Nevlana, leaving Goliath Chronicles to be classified as non-canon. Oh, man. Why? Why is Disney gunning for Gargoyles so badly? 2020, Wiseman said in an interview, "Gargoyles is still my baby. I don't own it. I don't get a dime off it being on Disney Plus, and yet I'm so thrilled that it is. I'm thrilled that it represents a chance, even if it's a slim chance, to bring it back. I've always wanted to do more. I've got a timeline for the show that's 315 pages long. I've got notebooks and comic books full of ideas for it, spin-off notions, and all sorts of things. Literally nothing would make me happier than to go back and do more Gargoyles." Huh. Wild. New York artist Joe Tomasini brought a suit against Disney, claiming that his copyrighted screenplay and character designs had been copied during the development and production of Gargoyles. The case was ultimately thrown out after it was proved that Disney did not have access to Tomasini's creations. Huh. That's nuts, dude. VHS and Laserdiscs? It was released on Laserdisc. Oh, neat. The complete first season, Season 2, Volume 1, Season 2, Volume 2, and The Goliath Chronicles. Goliath Online. See you later, QWERTY. We also have Libertarian Cowboy Planet, where you can become a Space Texas Ranger despite there being no livestock or electoral mandate to legitimize the state violence you employ. See you, QWERTY. No worries, Buckaroo. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. Since its debut in 1994, Gargoyles has become critically acclaimed by fans and critics alike for its heavy focus on fairy tales, folk tales, and comparative religion and mythology. 45th place in 2009 list of top 100 animated series, staying a decent success at the time. Gargoyles has maintained a strong cult following. Yeah, I bet. It's got the best cast. Oh no, less favorable assessments of the series came from animation producer Bruce Timm, who dismissed Gargoyles as kind of, what? Kind of namby-pamby? With all that Celtic fantasy crap. Bruce Timm? Does Bruce Timm suck? Oh no! I had no idea. What? Oh, God. Oh, man. That sucks, dude. Today I learned. They did a revival comic. I got the first issue and liked it, but I just can't keep up with comics anymore. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. In 2018, Jordan Peele pitched his own version to Disney, but it was not picked up. Oh, that sucks, dude. That would have been awesome. Can you imagine? In 2023, it was announced that a live-action reboot is in development for Disney+. The series will be produced by James Wan through its Atomic Monster label, with Gary Doberman acting as showrunner. Really? Oh, wild. Huh. There were video games. There's a Genesis game. A remastered version of the 1995 Sega Genesis game was released. Updated visuals, achievements, and enhancements to the gameplay. Neat. Oh, wow. Cool. In 1997, Wiseman began answering fan questions about the series in an online forum at Ask Greg, revealing, among other things, production details about the series, in-universe details about the characters, and his plans for it to move for the property if it had not been canceled or if he was able to revive it in the future. Among other revelations, Wiseman has detailed spin-offs for the series that reached various stages of development, including Bad Guys, for which Leica Reel and comics were produced, Gargoyles 2198, Time Dancer, Pendragon, Dark Ages, and the New Olympians. Huh. Oh, there was a convention, Gathering of the Gargoyles. It was an annual fan convention from 97 to 2009. The gathering featured several regular guests close to the Gargoyles franchise, including Greg Weisman and voice actors Keith David and Tom Adcox. Gathering was featured several recurring special events, such as a radio play where attendees audition and take speaking roles, a masquerade ball where attendees dress up as their favorite character, an art show where many artists within the fandom can display or sell their artwork. Oh, that's hella cute, dude. That's awesome. Wiseman has in the past shown the Leica reel of Bad Guys at gatherings. Footage and interviews from 2004 gatherings appear as an extra feature in season 1 DVD of the show. Oh, neat. That's hella cute, dude. I love that. I think you'd like the Lady Gargoyle Super Dom energy. Gathering of the Juggalos, but with less people doing whippets. Had a Gargoyles cassette that came with a little board game. Oh, cute. Convergence 2014 featured a Gargoyles-related theme with many guests from the series, including Greg Weisman, Tom Adcox, Mariana Surtees, C. Robert Cargill, Scott Lynch, Amy Berg, and Emma Bull. It is a 4-day convention held in Bloomington, Minnesota. Over the 4th of July weekend, it was done to celebrate the series' 20th anniversary. Oh, that's awesome. Neat. That's hella cute, dude. I love that. Neat. Yeah, maybe I'll have to watch this show. Yeah, the first 2 seasons, and then they never made any more gargoyles. All done. All done. Movie night poll is up. Chatters, it's movie night tonight. I won't be there. I'm sorry. I'm going to be tubing. I yearn for the tube. Sorry, chatters. It was a spur of the moment thing. I yearn for the tube. Streamer needs tube time. It's movie night in the Discord. Go to the Discord. It's movie night. It's movie night. It's movie night. Go vote for the movie in the Discord. Chatters, my name is Nicotine. Hit that follow button. Subscribe, give bits, and donate. Yeah, this is great. I'm going to have to look up more gargoyles. Gonna have to look up more gargoyles for sure. Hello, sweet chatters. Who's here? Hello, sweet chatters. Who's here? Here's that show Reboot, the Canadian animated television series. Created by Gavin Blair, Ian Pearson, Phil Mitchell, and John Grace. Hello, Kipu. Hello, Falling Asunder. Hello, Vic the Victim. Hello, Zombie Adam. Hello, Forbidden Sight. Hello, Sir Demon. Hello, Enormous Door Slamming. Hello, Ruby and Joey Joe and Porcelain. Hello. Recurring plot threads include the user loading a game into the system, manifesting as an electrical violet cube lowered onto part of the city. Anyone trapped inside becomes NPCs and have the chance to play against the user. If the user wins, the area is destroyed, aka nullified, and the residents are reduced to leech-like creatures called nulls. Okay, sure. Gee, I wonder why so many of you like this show. Gee Willikers. What could it be about this show that you guys really like? Deliberately chosen due to technological constraints at the time as the fictional computer world allowed for blocky-looking models and mechanical animation. Yeah, wild. Very cool. Distinctly remember there being an Evil Dead game and a Mad Max game in Reboot. Oh, huh. Interesting. Yeah, cool. Wait, what? Pearson and Blair by this time had created some of the first widely seen CGI characters in the Dire Straits music video for Money for Nothing? What? The Domino meme, but it's like the Money for Nothing video, and at the end it's the reboot show? It was created on Silicon Graphics workstations. Whoa, old school. Yeah, SGI, there it is. Wild. Do they have any pictures of the machines? I don't see them. Too bad. I want to see a picture. Show me a picture of an SGI machine. Ah, here we go. Check it out. Look at these cool boxes. Look at these cool techno boxes. Isn't that neat? SGI made some really pretty computer towers. They're like the most 90s, you know? Very cool. Love that. Network censorship. The show's early jokes at the expense of board of standards and practices came from frustration encountered by the show's makers, brought about by an abundance of script and editing changes that were imposed upon Mainframe before episodes were allowed to air. These changes were all aimed at making the show appropriate for kids and to prevent the slightest appearance of inappropriate content, imitable violence, or sexuality. The character Dot was considered too sexualized by the standards and practices, even though she was never one to expose much cleavage. So the animators were forced to make her breasts less curvy and form them into lumpy mono breast, as lightly referred to by the staff. Starting with season 3, after severing ties with ABC, the mono breasts of all the adult female characters were replaced with more anatomically correct versions. Another case, the word hockey, as well as the sport itself, was cut in some countries as it was supposedly used as vulgar slang term there. What? In the episode Talent Night, one scene of Dot giving her brother Enzo a sisterly kiss on the chin. What? Wild. Yeah, wild. Leave the lumps alone. Silicon lumps, leave them. Just leave them. Wow, there seems to be a lot of lore for this show. Huh. I'm not Canadian, despite some people thinking I am. I'm actually very much not Canadian. But I did watch a lot of Canadian shows when I was a kid. Like I saw a lot of Magic School Bus, right? Magic School Bus is a Canadian show. Did you guys know that? Watched a ton of Magic School Bus when I was a kid. Yeah, Magic School Bus from the 90s. And then they never made any more Magic School Bus. Oh, there was a video game. Uh-oh. Mixed reviews, huh? Oof. Kids in the Hall? I didn't see as much Kids in the Hall as other people did. I really like Whitest Kids You Know, though. Thought that was fun. Huh. Okay, so there's tons of lore. Wild. A film trilogy. Theatrical reboot films. Teaser for the film was released in 2009. March 2011, Rainmaker said a reboot film remained in the company's plans. Wild. Reimagined live-action CGI animated series Reboot the Guardian Code was announced in 2015. Huh. The primary characters are minor characters and only appear in one episode. Oh, wild. 8-part documentary about the show? Jesus! Entitled Reboot Rewind was launched in 2024. Oh my god, the documentarians also collaborated with Mainframe to remaster the series from its original D1 tapes, beginning with a remastered version of the first episode released on YouTube 2024 to mark the show's 13th anniversary. That's nuts, dude. The fact that there's so much momentum behind the show that they released an 8-part documentary. That's nuts, dude. Ah, wild. Wild. Huh. Home media, yeah. Awards. Gemini Award for Best Animated Program Series for 3 straight years between 95 and 97. As well as 96 Outstanding Technical Achievement Award. Wow. That's nuts, dude. Very cool. Awesome. Well, maybe I'll check it out. That seems like a good show. Maybe I'll check it out. Seems like a good show. Ugh. I really want to see Gargoyles, though. I kind of missed that show when I was a kid, so I kind of want to go back and see it. Remember Crash Test Dummies, the band? Or the Budweiser commercial or whatever? Still have a VHS that came with one of the toys? Oh, cool. Neat. The cartoon. Oh, I don't think I saw it. Sorry, Porcelain. Yeah, I'm going tubing tonight. It was kind of a spur of the moment thing. I'm sorry. Going tubing. Yearning for the tube. But I will be gone during movie night. It was the only time I could go. I'm sorry. All right, sweet chatters. Well, sweetest, smallest chatters, did we have a good stream? Sorry, I gotta go so quickly. I had PT today, and I'm feeling a lot better, and I'm gonna go tubing. So, night tubing. That's right, night tubing. I'm excited. I've never gone tubing at night before. I think it's gonna be fun. Sweet little chatters, my name is Nicotine, and this has been the Nicotine Stream. And before I go, I want you to know that no matter who you are, no matter where you are, no matter what you've done, that I'm proud of you. That I'm so proud of you. And if you ever feel sad or scared or lonely, you should know that at any given moment, there are thousands of people in this world who want nothing more than to be your friend. And all you have to do is find them. And in the meantime, you can hang out here with me, Nicotine, every day at twitch.tv/Nicotine. Coming out on Blue Sky, coming out on YouTube, coming out everywhere at nicotine.com, where you can find all of my links in one easy little place. I couldn't make it easier. It's just nicotine.com. It's so easy, chatters. Chat, there's tons of ways to support the stream. There's bits and subscriptions and donations. All that stuff is really, really important. So thank you so much, chatters, for doing those things. But there are other ways too, chat. Free ways even, like following the stream or clipping the stream or just being a good chatter. One of the best ways to support any content creator who has one of these things is a monthly recurring membership, either to the merch store or to the Patreon. And all of these beautiful, beautiful people have done just that. These gorgeous folks have subsidized your free entertainment, so thank you so much, patrons and merch store supporters. I can't do the stream without you. It's a huge, huge help, chat, if you want to get your name on television. Head over to patreon.com/nicotine or merch.nicotine.com, and it could be yours for as little as $2. Again, huge thank you, patrons and merch store supporters. And while you're at the merch store, there's merch. There's posters and stickers and t-shirts and hoodies and all kinds of normal stuff. There's all kinds of normal things. That's merch.nicotine.com. Chatters, I know the world's a big, scary place full of lots of anxiety and dread, but I want you to know that whether you've been around for a very long time or you're just figuring some stuff out about yourself, you know, like gender stuff, or whether you're trans like me, I want you to know that it's going to be okay. And we're all in this together, sweet chatters. Remember, no gods, no masters. Your boss is not your friend. Have a wonderful night. Enormous door slamming. Good night, Vic the Victim. Good night, Kindy. Good night, Joey Joe. Good night, enormous door slamming. Good night, Sir Demon. Good night, Vic the Victim. Good night, everybody. I'll see you all again so very, very soon, sweet chatters. Tomorrow and every day here at the Nicotine Stream. Woo! Oh, there we go. I hit the wrong button. God damn it. Good night, Saya Rose. Good night, Kipu.
You'll never get away with this, Nicotine.
Just wait till I finally get to attend Gathering of the Guardians, Batman.